Hey guys, sorry about the tough day. Naturally, it's just deeply disappointing to be at this moment, but thank you all for taking the time to sit here with us. I can't imagine how hard it is. I'll go ahead and toss this over to Neil.
Yep.
Neil, naturally, being able to reflect on a game like this is rough on its own, but I want to be able to take a more reflectionary stance on you guys' journey to get here because it wasn't an easy one. Naturally, the ending maybe definitely not what any of us definitely wanted, right? But I just want to see, I want to take a quick perspective on how you've seen the kind of how you've seen the boys grow and evolve to even just get to the stature of play, which I'm sure will only increase from here on out.
Yeah, I mean, last year was obviously an incredible year. We made a lot of progress as a team. I think every good team struggles, right? Like EDG did the same thing last year at the second Masters in Shanghai. They bombed out like we just done. They won champions. It's some of these things happen. Some of the lessons aren't very nice, and this is one of those, right? But every single one of these guys has the capability to be the best. I just think simply like we just aren't playing as a team right now. Like the comms are just not good enough. The team play is not good enough. And if you play like that at this level, to be honest, even if we played like this in EMEA right now, like we wouldn't win a game. I'm not even joking. So on reflection, it's probably even harder because then I
Valid.
realize, like the difference that we've shown now, and sure, like it's been hard with the time to prep, but that doesn't make us play like we've just played the last couple of days, and that's the most disappointing thing I think. Um, we know what to do. We know how we need to do it. We just aren't doing it right now in the games when we play on stage. So it's one of those things. We don't have all the answers right now. It's going to take
Naturally.
a couple of days, I think, to figure it out, but
Hmm.
we will be back for sure.
For sure. Would be all right if I asked the follow-up.
Yeah, I'm fine, mate.
Thank you. I did also want to get a bit more context because I remember you mentioned in the interview about looking to go back to the hotel after the first day and just get a lot off your chest, right? I imagine there was a lot there too. Just wanted to get a bit more context on that. If there was some resolutions, perhaps what they were, the way they stand. I know naturally today is extremely hard. Again, thank you for taking the time to talk to us about this.
Yeah, I mean, I think we did really good debrief work. Booed on one-on-ones with all the boys. We had meetings with the staff. We tried to do everything we could, but unfortunately, it's just not enough time to turn it around.
Of course, yeah, really hard.
Yeah. Sometimes it's like that, like I said before, you are coming up against some amazing teams, and if you aren't on your A game, sometimes 24 hours not enough. Clearly, the time from EMA after the Fnatic official also wasn't enough. So it is just a time thing and a massive humbling right now because obviously this is one of the most embarrassing results I think for us since we started the team. Literally, actually, is for sure the most embarrassing thing. So it's another huge humbling. We got one on kickoff. This is even bigger. And we learned from the one in kickoff. We need to do the same here. There's no point sitting and being sad about it. We put ourselves here, not just the players. Like there's obviously prep stuff that goes into it. It's not you don't perform this poorly just because we don't shoot heads. There's obviously a lot of things that need to be looked at, right? So,
Right.
accountability is the most important thing now, and I'm sure everyone will take accountability, starting with me and the coaches.
Valid. Thank you all once again for your time. I do appreciate it. Thank you so much, Neil.
All good.
Thank you. Next question here in the room.
Hello, Nerdscast, independent freelance commentator from the United States. Just a bit more of a hopefully lighthearted question to Benji. Were you guys surprised by the amount of fans that you guys have had here in Toronto? And what were your experiences with that like?
Toronto was actually, I was really shocked on the first day. Every other international we've been to before during like the group stage games, there was never as many people. I'd say like Masters Madrid was probably the most we've had during like the group stage. Obviously we're a Spanish team, so there's going to be a lot. But yeah, I was really shocked. I think all the boys were as well. With how many people are actually here and how many people are supporting us. It's a little sad that we didn't really get to do like a win a game so we could do a fan meet. But yeah, I think the support we've had is yeah, we love it. I think we will never be able to perform our best without like fan support. So I mean, you guys did your job, we just didn't do ours. So yeah, I want to thank you guys for being here.
As you guys can hear, thank you guys so much. And again, sorry for the loss.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next question, Pedro.
Hey guys, Pedro Romero, independent journalist. Likewise, as the other colleagues have been saying, commiserations on a loss and a defeat and subsequent elimination from this competition. I'm gonna send this question over to Neil, regarding like what happened in map 2, specifically looking onto that. You guys kind of went to a return to the old composition you guys mostly been using on Lotus last year. I just want to know like what was the thought process behind going back to that route for this matchup? What did you kind of see that allowed you guys to go back to that route?
Yeah, I mean, the thing with all our comps is we decide it as a team. It's not just me and Weber deciding, so it's just something we've done since day one. It's something we always do. Everyone was comfortable playing it, and we played it in the past, like you said. So yeah, I just think it's a good comp, and the way we played today, it literally wouldn't have mattered what comp we would have played if you have those fundamentals, unfortunately. So yeah, it's a good comp. There's a reason a lot of people play it. They played the same one as well, right? Like it's just something that everyone's comfortable with. We had some good ideas, but unfortunately, if you don't have the team play, you're not going to win the game no matter what comp. We could have played any comp in the world and it wouldn't have made a difference. We could have played any maps in the world as well and it would have made a difference. That's kind of where we're at right now.
Thank you so much. Next question is from Kaustad Mani on the spike.
Hi, thank you. So first of all, I'd like to say, you guys, sorry for the loss. My question is actually for Coach Neil. So, last time I talked with PRX head coach Alex, he mentioned that, Valorant teams need to keep changing their rosters because, in his words, it's easy to stagnate in this game. So do you agree with his sentiment, or are you of the camp that, a team staying together for a longer time can actually help them get better? Because since you guys have been the same team, the same roster since the start of 2024.
I think it's very dependent on the group of players you've got, to be honest. I don't think it's like a one answer fits all. We're lucky enough to have like an amazing bunch of players that all have the same attitude, the same mindset to grow, the same desire to do and be the best. And I've got a simple outlook on it. It's like, for me as a coach, we picked this team based on a very kind of like high benchmark of what we expect in terms of comms, team play, dedication, playing the game. And as long as everyone still sticks to that, then there's literally no reason, in my opinion, to change the lineup, right? And it's just a simple fact. As soon as that starts to drop and as soon as people don't want to be in the team, that's where you'll always find someone hungrier or always find someone that wants to be at the highest level. So I understand what he means, but I don't think it's like an easy thing of like, yeah, you stay together for a year and then you just remove someone, like there's big positives to staying together as a team and especially having such a good group that we have. Again, it's a really disappointing event for us, but we are still one of the most consistent teams in the world and that's not easy to achieve. So yeah, that is a big positive of staying together and learning together and taking the losses and grinding through them. So there is positives to both, I would say, and obviously negatives.
All right, thank you. I just have a small follow-up question that I want to ask. Is that fine?
Yeah, of course.
So you mentioned like the whole thing and that's your outlook on it, but now some teams have also come up and they're trying six-man rosters. PRX is the main example right now. They changed one of their core players for another, but Mindfreak is still a part of the team according to Alex. So do you think you guys are maybe looking forward to maybe experimenting in that area as well sometime in the future?
Nah, mate, we've got Weber. He's fine to plug the mouse in and just send it when we need him, So no, I don't think 6-man's something that we'll look at. Never had that dynamic in a team before, and it's not something that I would look to. But it's mostly just in case I think the biggest positive is if you are down a person and you need someone in. Like I think EG probably had the best model for a team, I would say. Like in last year where they had a whole separate roster that they could play against each other, scrim against each other. If it was my choice, that would be the best way to do it. But obviously, it's just not very sustainable.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Much. Now we are going to take the last question in the call. Pedro?
Yes, it's going to be a more of an open question to anyone that would like to answer. Within now, you guys begin to look forward to your next matches in the season of VCT Americas Toronto. Oh, VCT EMEA. Apologies on that. What do you feel the team has to focus on first and foremost so that guys can then go on this recovery to just getting back onto form and performing on the domestic and international side?
I can take it if none of you want to, but it's been the Neo press conference so far. So
And I can see.
yeah.
You asked what should we focus on? I don't think we are exactly sure what to focus on right now. Like usually after kind of bad periods, we do a lot of talking, debrief, analysis, whatever you call it, and then we find the answers. So just finding an answer that's actually good out of the top of your head is quite hard. So we're just gonna look for them, in a calm way, in an analytical way when the time comes.
Okay. Heretics, thank you for being here with us. Thanks so much for being part of Toronto. Good luck and thank you.
Appreciate it. Thank you.